Hi, everybody. We are back again today with the book Living Spring, and it's by Emannuel through Chico Xavier. I'm your host, RIana Willemse, and today again we're going to see to read a chapter, chapter 68, Sowing and Construction. And the quote that Emmanuel used was, "For we are co-workers with God. You are God's field, God's building," and it's full in 1 Corinthians 3 verses 9. By affirming his status as a co-worker of God and describing the Lord's followers and beneficiaries of the gospel as the Lord's field and building, Paul painted the spiritual picture that will always exist on the evolving earth amongst those who already know the divine truth and those who do not know it. If we have received the lighted torch of the gospel for our journey, then we are automatically considered to be co-workers of Jesus' ministry. We are responsible for the sowing and construction of it amongst all those who share the pathway with us. And so, before we continue, we can see that Emmanuel's explaining to us sowing and construction, that we are responsible for sowing and constructing amongst all those who share the pathway with us. So he's reminding us that we are co-workers, like in the first verse, we are co-workers of God and describing the Lord's followers and beneficiaries of the gospel as the Lord's field and building. So you and I, beloved friends, are co-workers of God and co-creators of God. Thus, in essence, we know what service the revelation has in store for us as soon as we approach the Christian life. If we have the Master's blessing in our hearts, we are to restore balance to the current of life wherever we are, helping those who cannot help themselves, seeing for those who cannot see, and hearing for those who cannot hear, so that the work of the divine kingdom may grow, progress, and sanctify all on earth. It is for everyone, and if we have the understanding, we are being asked to see for those, to understand and to listen to those who still don't understand, who still can't hear. It comes to my mind that sometimes each of us goes through a situation where we don't understand and don't see clearly. And this is why we need one another to see, to help us see, to help us see maybe a new way, to help us understand maybe when we are not in a mindful way of understanding, and to help us return to a rational way of thinking. So this is why, beloved friends, you and I are here to walk hand in hand, to remind each other constantly about the gospel, about the that we are co-workers of God, that sometimes when we go through suffering and trials, so that we can help each other go through that in a peaceful mindset. The work entails sowing and building, which demands everybody's personal effort and goodwill. For according to the Apostle's symbolism, a plant needs time and care to grow, and solid house cannot be built in one day. This is where patience as well comes in, so that we can have mercy and patience and personal effort and goodwill like Emmanuel. is explaining. And time. Beloved friends, time means that we truly know that there will be change, that there will be life, that there will be a growth and a plant and flowering and fruit. This is where trust and faith and patience gets us. Wherever we go, however, we see masons who complain about the weight of the brick and sand, and farmers who grip about having to fertilize and protect the fragile plant. Nevertheless, the lesson of the gospel leaves no room for doubt. If you already know Jesus' benefits, then you are one of his co-workers in the vineyard of the world and in the construction of the human spirit for eternal life. So we are reminded, if we know we are co-worker or in the vineyard of this world, beloved friends, together with our Master Jesus, press on in the endeavor that was entrusted to you, and fear not. If faith is our crown of life, then working for others is our daily blessing. And so, beloved friends, we are being blessed by being reminded again that you and I are loving co-workers of Jesus and of God, and that this is our blessing, is to be able to serve one another and to give a hand, to have eternal love for each soul that crosses our path. So today, look around you and see where God has placed you. Let us remind ourselves that we are placed exactly where we are needed, where we also need to learn and also to serve. So thank you for joining me again. My God bless you until next time. Thank you, beloved friends. Bye bye.